you on the live stream, I'd like both teams to march in here, shake hands with each other, so the camera can capture them.
March in and shake hands.
They'll follow Toby's lead.
Let's go South Australia! Come on, Victoria!
Hello, everybody. While everyone's shaking hands, this is a message for the entire room. How much of everyone's
targeted.
Okay, everybody in the room, I've just been told that across the hallway over at Stanley C there is a wake about to start in the next half an hour. So we've just been asked if we can please be a bit mindful of the noise. We are going to close those doors and these doors. By all means, cheer to show a bit of respect for the next 1.5 hours to 2 hours. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Have you guys gone and shook hands? Alright, Victoria, New South Wales, listen up! Right, table 1, Sean and Kieran. Table 2, Toby and Reese. Table 3, Jason and Jack. Table 4, Oscar and Adam. Table 5, Austin and Bailey. And table 26, Eli and Seth. Thank you.
I had people keep assaulting me from Victoria. Which one am I doing?
Can you do either 4 or 5?
You can have this one. You know, you're taking my job. When I yell at Jorgensen, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's coffee box. A bit of a...
Let's go, Vic.
Welcome viewers.
Eli is playing.
Junior Nationals. For any viewers that have been with us already, it's been wild. We're having a great time and the kids are really putting in the best. Thanks to all the sponsors and thanks to all the participants for a good vibe up to this point. My name's Chris McBride. Many of you know me as Ugly Chris, and I promise I won't be the only person commentating throughout the weekend. We'll give it a crack here for Victoria, New South Wales as they jump off. Sean Dempsey, highly proficient this weekend so far, and he faces, I didn't actually see who that was there. Give me a moment, viewers. Chiron, his brother, playing for New South Wales. They were a bit short of players. Sean's allocated himself the Reds and, as always, looks to have a pretty solid plan. It's a good roll up there, actually. On stream 2, we calling it, Lynchy? Stream 2, we got South Australia and Northern Territory. South Australia easily been the loudest in the room this weekend, and probably par for the course.
Let's go, Vic.
In terms of South Australian pool.
Go, Toby.
It's a great shot by Sean Dempsey. See if he wants to play the double, take control of the 3 bags around the area. Reece Jorgensen and Toby Clack on the right hand side of the screen, guys. Toby Clack's sensational campaign so far. He's been a real stalwart of the Victorian pool for a long time, and tell you what, as a captain, I've sat and watched a lot of their frames. He has lifted their vibe. He's also played exceptional pool.
Go, Sean.
Must be genetic. What a shot. I'm not sure if Sean actually wanted that to go down. Try to stay left side of screen for the moment, he is.
Yeah, I got, yeah. I got to change.
Sean, where do you think that black's going? I think roll through, punch it. Looks like it goes in the middle right. Let's see what he elects to do. Toby's just had a lash there, and it's a pretty high level foul. Is Sean playing with spin to run into? Oh well, must go. That's quality out there. Just like on the tables at home. Dempsey brothers. One love, Sean.
Nice shot, Reece.
Reece, not a bad shot, mate. Bit challenging to get back up the table here for Toby, but tell you what, this kid's got very natural cueing. He's the one to back if he's going to see it happen. What a shot. Perfect angle to roll back down for the black too. Chiron drops one in the middle. You'd have to take reds here.
Come, Victoria!
Punch on the right.
Go the Vic.
Float into the yellow above. Ah, that's a good effort. Unlucky. Toby Clack's played a gem as well. What a black. One love to Toby. Victoria are in the hunt here in the standings as well. Just going to bring them up for myself. Confirm. Currently, South Australia sitting on top and have had a flawless campaign. Their for and against is miles ahead of the rest too, with the only exception being Queensland, who are in a close second. Northern Territory have really fought a good campaign as well. Tasmania currently sitting in 4th, Victoria in 5th, and New South Wales in 6th. And this match that we're watching is quite decisive. If either team can have a really strong match here, it is possible that they both bump up the standings to as high as 4th. Tassie currently are playing WA. WA sit in 7th. If WA can knock Tasmania, it is possible that the for and against can swing enough to put either of these two teams into the finals. Finals will be top 4. Just got the nod from Danny Lynch, who is owed a big thank you for his effort and part involved in this week's pool. The man is tireless. I've never seen so many chairs move to stand up and adjust cameras. Gee, Toby Clapp looks comfortable on the tables, doesn't he? Toby's played a ripper there. He just knows how to do it. He really has exceptional table presence as well. It's a little bit of a tip for any of the younger pool players maybe aspiring to that higher level. You stay focused on the environment that you're in. Stay conscious of the table that you're on. And try to balance your emotions as best as possible. It only leads to better results. Toby's a really good example of that. There's that little door rattle there. He tried to pick up his rhythm a little bit. Might have cost him. Let's see what Reese is going to do. Reese is affectionately known as Red by just about everybody in the pool world. Probably up against it a bit on the Reds here. Don't really see a safe place to be. Toby Clack. Oh, sit there. That's a good shot. The question is, do you stun across or do you run up? Just play this dead weight. Take your medicine and challenge the black. Sean with the customary head knock when he misses. Reese Jorgensen just played a great shot there. A little unlucky to not get the extraction. Although he is square up going across the table for the middle back, which if he thinks about the white just a little bit, it's a very good chance to end up where he wants to be. Good shot. Sean's probably overhit that a bit. A fantastic cue action. Very stable. Very balanced. Just the right amount of feathering. Played a nice one there. Plant this. Make sure that it's a little left of the bag so you have some angle to work with. Yeah, that'll work. Just let that white ball float down a little bit. Black in the top left. It's perfect. He really has had exceptional pace control this whole event. I know most of the under 18 boys have a wild superstition about looking at the stats and the results. Give up the ghost here, Sean Dempsey. You're right up there, mate. Well done. Keep it up. Toby Clack's just put one on the board as well. 2 love, both matches. Victoria are up on both. For all the viewers, there is 6 matches in this round. Victoria and New South Wales at a time. 6 tables running. Sean's just patiently waiting for Jorgo right above him to finish what looked like a pretty easy black, which he's done. Jason Jorgensen's been a bit of a surprise packet from this event. Good temperament on him. Hopefully we'll see him on stream table at some stage soon. Kid's got a real good head on him. He's going to go far and pull. Sean Dempsey's just exploded the balls. Elects the yellows. It's a great shot. Does he have to play the plan here? I don't think it goes straight. Played a good shot though. Take the ball right hand side of the black spot. Natural angle with a little bit of stun should push the yellow either into the black or towards the pocket. He wants to take the middle, okay. I'm not sure about that one. He's got to get the white travelling now. Makes it a bit harder than it needs to be. Conferring with my colleague Danny Lynch about pen and paper in the hope of trying to record scores so that I don't forget it and look like a bumbling idiot. He's reliably informed me that there is no such thing as pen and paper in the world anymore. And we're all on the computers. Sean's, this is an uncharacteristic miss from Sean. Let's see what his brother Chiron does to follow it up. This is a real opportunity. He takes one off Sean here. He can really rattle his older brother. A little bit of bragging rights. I'm not sure that's what he wanted, but I'm positive he'll take it. Switch up. Seems to have a relatively natural angle to run into the red at the top rail if he takes the middle on the right. That's a lesson to all the kids out there. The pace that you hit it at dictates how good your curing will be. Chiron's overplayed that one a bit. Simpler opportunities. Sean's landed right in the middle of both balls being perfect. And then jagged himself a great snooker. It's a big thing I've noticed this Nationals. A lot of kids seem to be in a bit of a hurry. I had this debate with another parent last night. You know, it's good that they're moving fast. Said, yeah, it's not good that they're missing lots though. The faster you move, the easier you miss. Toby Clack just took another win. Didn't see a handshake there, but I'm confident Toby Clack's just had a 3-love win. All eyes on Sean. Just played a ripper there. And for the win. Shakes his brother's hand and says, thanks for coming. I'll see you at the dinner table tonight. Next up on right hand side of the screen will be Amelia Evans, who probably has my favourite smile of the weekend. And let me just find who her opponent is. Amelia will be playing Rowan. Rowan Ayers. So that's Rowan Ayers, E-Y-E-R-S. Victoria take a 2-0 lead. May trend on this path. I think they had a relatively good campaign. One of the few states that have had probably a younger group than the rest. I would say most other states have had, you know, the under 15 group, kids that are more 14, 15, a little bit more experienced. The Amelias, the Eli's, and the Deacons that are actually all 12, and considering their age, they've really put together a good temperament and really fought quite hard. Real surprise packet's been Deacon. He's quiet. He actually appears on the left-hand side of screen at the moment. His opponent is Zach Hilton. Just gonna see if I can get some results of Zach for this tournament up to date. Bear with me, viewers. I'd like to think I'm organised. Zach Hilton's gone 8 wins and 12 losses. His frame difference is pretty tight though. He's had a really good run by the look of it. Tell you what, with a break like that, here's a chance. Nominated the Reds. Gee, looks smooth. Deacon Lamb, left-hand side of screen. He's found himself on yellows and played a gem to start. And like any kid at the age of 12, is easily distracted by the screams of a South Australian. Deacon, very good temperament, takes his time, balances himself, makes sure of his plan, and he generally plays a pretty smart shot. Gee, Amelia looks stressed. Chin up, kids. Zach Hilton's had a bit of a lash there. Let's see what Deacon elects to do. There is angle to work with here if you play the right shot. Looks like Jason Jorgensen's just had a win above him on the table left-hand side of the screen. Oh, Deacon, that's a very good shot. Take control. Well done. Sorry to any viewers that might have picked up Danny Lynch's foul mouth in the background of my microphone. He's been wrestling new graphics all weekend, and on stream too he's had a subtle argument with the graphics. Amelia's played a fantastic shot. Sit there, that's great. Rowan Eyes. He's just a bit confused about what to do here. He's played a good shot though. Give yourself another opportunity at the table. There's a lot of pressure on those reds, right hand side of the screen. Oh, Deacon, what a shot. Good extraction. Amelia's taken one of her soldiers off the playing board. See if she can play that roll-up snooker here. I think she's looking at it. Maybe not. She has covered the black pretty well. Deacon with a sensational table presence. He elects the most neutral, not neutral position every time he finishes his visit. And he hasn't been pulled up on it. But he's very close often. Deacon played a smart shot earlier and brings him back to the table. This is a bit of a spot here, kids. It's one of those ones where it's simple and straight, but you just got to take your time, be sure of it. Don't have to do much with the don't have to do much with the white, which means you really have to be sure of the pot, which we've seen the mistake that Deacon's made. And Zach Hilton's just ripped a stunning pot in. Fat on the black to go one up against Deacon Lamb. Danny Lynch, I didn't even notice we got 3-1 up there, Victoria. Can we just confirm who the results were from? That's the graphic that Danny Lynch was arguing with earlier, successfully coming up on screen for the two players. Great photos. Thanks to Gary Bradshaw for the photography over the course of the weekend. Just give him a subtle plug there. Sure he's making money out of it, but I'm sure he's worked hard for it too, so there's a lot of parents in the room. Yes, I would love some results from the 3-1 current scoreline. Sean Dempsey and Toby Clack, as we saw. Austin Huang, who is not tall enough to reach the close in his cupboard, but has a better cue action than Danny Lynch and myself put together. And was also the under-12 national snooker champion, deservedly so. Played dynamite all week, and tell you what, this is a really great experience to him. I heard he's getting some coaching from rather famous Mifsud, Steve. Steve, you should be very proud. I I know his mum is. Talked to her many times this weekend. She's done a great job of keeping him engaged, and I think he's really got a lot out of this tournament. He's one to watch for the future. He beat Bailey Clack, another Clack playing in different colours as a result of the New South Wales team being a little bit short over the course of the last few months. Zach Hilton has absolutely exploded the balls there. He's taking the yellows. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just managed to get a hold of Austin Huang, Australian under-12 snooker champion. Snooker?
Yeah, snooker.
Champion. Under-12, right? Champion. Just wanted to congratulate him on his tournament and tell him he's done a fantastic job and let him say hi to all the viewers out there.
Hi.
I'll be honest with you guys, I think that's the most I'm going to get from him. We'll send him back to cheer for his team Victoria. Have a great tournament, buddy. See ya.
See ya.
Thank you there, Austin. A smile on that kid's face as well. I really hope we get him on a TV table soon. He is a gun. Deacon on the Reds has a bit of pocket coverage up there. Played quite a smart shot there. I wonder if Zach can get around that ball. Definitely goes under the red, but it doesn't look like you can get enough meat of the left side of the yellow to pot it. Really interested to see what Zach tries to do here. Zach plays a smart foul. Gives the two away and says, good luck, mate. Wonder if Deacon's going to pump the brakes here. Deacon's realised he has to do something with that red up the top. I think he wanted to transition towards it, play the two shots with that one ball, but alas, he has snooked himself on his transitional ball. Amelia looks much more settled. Right hand side of screen. It's okay, Amelia. Let's see what Rowan is going to do. You think the red are below the black. Ouch. Goes below the yellow bottom right. I think that's where he wanted to be for it. Unfortunately, he's pushed it a bit hard there. Chiron and Jorgo Jorgensen above on table 3. Didn't see the result there, but Chiron was at the table as he was pulling balls out. I assume that as he took a frame win. Deacons just fouled and left the blacks flat. 2 shots to Zach Hilton. Is he playing a bit? No, he's rolling towards the back. Oh, and he's fouled. Kids out there, trust me when I say, in 2-shot pool, which probably isn't going to last much longer in Australia. When you have the 2, be sure you are using the first one smart. Commit to the fact that you are missing, and use the angles that exist there to play the ball the way you need to be sure of your next visit. And the Deacons play a smart shot. Hands it back to Zach and says, "Have a go, mate. Let's see how you do." Zach's looking at it hard. I think he knows he has to play the double. It does just kind of squeeze the face of the black a bit. You have to play this. Don't know about that. Smart shot. I think there was a better opportunity pushing the black up towards the right hand pocket, top right pocket. A little bit of extra pressure for the opponent. And Deacons handed it back. Just as smart. That's a fantastic pop. Zach Hilton takes another win to make it. I'm thinking it's 2-1. 2-1 to Zach Hilton. Amelia's opponent, Rowan. I believe it's Rowan. We just confirmed that. Rowan is. Takes another one. Alright, viewers, left hand side of screen, it's the biggest break of an under 15 in history. Zach Hilton has been thrashing them all week. Has another gem. Pots of ball, has a high level. See what he elects to do. I feel like I don't really have an opener other than the yellow in the middle bag. The reds would probably be the choice, but tough transitional shots. Play the gem. It's one of those white balls that makes all the balls that you want to play at available. He's played a great shot. He's checking up the top, making his transition simple. A little bit of stun. Just to give yourself other side angle. quite a good shot. Be a little bit careful here that you don't punch it too hard. Just don't need to do too much with the white. Ball left-hand side of screen, yellow ball left-hand side of screen. Probably the most natural to get back down. Just want to be just right-hand side of it. I think this is a mistake, but let's see what happens. It's an important thing for players who are learning to understand. Transitioning up and down the table a lot makes this game significantly harder. And if you can break them into kind of small goals, little areas, you know, clear the top first, clear the bottom first. You always want to be nearby the black with your last ball. Although Zach has definitely come up with some shots here to stay on and in it. Can he just roll this in and stay above the red? He can. Surely that doesn't go in the bottom right pocket. Danny Lynch, give me some camera angle advice here. He's playing the double. Gee, it's a big shot if it goes. There's always a triple somewhere though. Deacon Lamb, a little bit under it. Lots of easy strings out there. Let's see what he likes to do. Oh, not too far over, mate. It's an okay shot. Any kids watching who are learning the game still would go around and have a look at where you want that white to be. Treat that snooker shot with the same intensity you would treat trying to leave a pot on, or trying to leave a white ball in an area. It's important you get that result. You should always have a plan to get there. Deacon's going to roll up again. He's played a very good shot there. Great effort. There's always a little element of hidden hope in those shots. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of hope. I think Deacon's made the decision. We have to have a go here. It's a good starting pot. Deacon's played a sensational shot. Inside the black, he's left himself something smooth. Low red, the red sitting black spot. Goes below the left hand corner. And he's pumped it. It's a good pot. They're forced to play the plant now. Just play those simple ones. Hit it too hard and it goes wrong. Actually hit it so pure that it didn't matter, he hit it too hard. So, simple stun. Just cue it smooth. Ouch. It's a bit of a lesson there, viewers. With those more challenging shots, or the ones that you think are easy, just sit over them a little bit longer and cue them with a bit of a speed that gets your arm going. Not too hard, not too fast. Just with something that helps you stay through the ball. Although Zach's missed a pretty regulation black. Deacon with another opportunity at the table. Gotta make this one count, mate. So we have a result right hand side of screen. Yet to find out what it is. To be honest with you viewers, it's hard to keep up on the scoreline on the right hand side. Deacon takes another one. Does that make it 2-all? I believe that's 2-all. Deacon's been in a remarkably large amount of deciding frames this week. Probably not had the best of them. Although, if you just caught his smile, he's not fussed by it. He's having a blast. Reese and Sean Dempsey, right hand side of screen. This is one to watch because Reese loves the big gun players. Reese loves the challenge table. And I think he comes alive when he's on the TV. Didn't have a great first one against Toby Clack. He's gonna be hungry to take that one. Take that one, put it in his pocket and learn from it. Deacon racking up for what I believe is a deciding frame. Just going to refer to my poor Victoria consigliere, Sarah, who has done a great job of managing the big team this run. See if she can tell me Deacon's scoreline. Massive break, and he's had 0 luck. Reese is dastardly unlucky, mate. Sean Dempsey comes to the table with reds everywhere. I'm not sure Sean has ever thought about playing a snooker in his life. I'll tell you what, this is definitely not going to be the time. Played a good shot there. A really natural angle to get around 2 rails, be on in the middle. It's a great shot by Sean Dempsey. Just the right amount of work on the white to keep it where he wanted it to be. Back Hilton's potted a great ball. Probably not had the result he's looking for with the white. Played quite a smart shot to hold up there. Deacon has a proper look around. He might just see that red closest to the bottom rails. It's a chance to be on. So, just had some results from New South Wales Victoria off other tables. Eli Gunther has gone down rough 3 to Seth Thickener. Eli also had a really rough tournament. He put a lot of work in before it, but hasn't had the results. Although he's improved significantly today and yesterday. It's all coming close for that young man. And of course we did see Rowan and Amelia on the right hand side of the table just prior to Reese and Sean Dempsey, which was 3 love to Rowan Eyes. Ayres? We're going to say Ayres. Eyes. I'm sorry for anyone who's upset I've mispronounced his name. We'll just say it both each time. Deacon's found a good snooker, except he also has one more shot. I think Deacon Lamb might just be potting himself into trouble here. I'm not sure he knows what to do with the red hanging around the yellow, but it looks like he's lining something up. That's an okay result. At least put the pressure on. If that yellow's on, it goes, but pressure is on this shot. Holding for the black is not easy. Alright, Deacon Lamb. What do you got, son? It's unlucky. There's definitely a lesson in that one. Kids out there watching, take your time. Have a look around the table and figure out what you got to work with. On table above Reese and Sean, Oscar Gunther, his First Nationals, and just find his opponent. I'm not certain of this one, guys, but I believe it's Adam.
Yes, Mia! Come on, Mia!
Adam Hillier. Definitely Adam Hillier. Oscar Gunther, Adam Hillier. And in the meantime, looking that up, I missed the result of Deacon's match against Zach Hilton. Everyone's spare a thought for Danny Lynch, who has sat still for 2.5 straight days, watching pool and managing the stream content. He's done a fantastic job, and the moment he wants a dim sim, the machine's carked it and is now alarming the entire pool room with easily the most frustrating and distracting noise that
Come on,
we've heard.
Geeks, fire up!
In amongst all the cheering. And Jason Jorgensen goes down. The table above where Toby Clack is racking up for his next match. I believe that will be against... Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just find that out for you. Toby Clack against Jack. Jack Crawley.
Yeah, Jack, you're on table 1.
Some pedigree and last names there. And for any of you viewers that could hear the alarm in the FX microphones, you'll be glad to know that that shouldn't happen again. We'll just cross our fingers on that one. Battle of the Gene Pools. New South Wales versus Victoria. It's a long-standing pool rivalry. The Clack Army versus the Crawley Clan. I think I'll let you viewers decide. Reece Jorgensen in off. It's an interesting tactic against Sean Dempsey. He generally wins from these positions, but let's see what kind of map he's got for this one. Looks like he's going to punch the middle, two yellows middle table to the bottom right hand pocket. Let it run down a little bit. Be on below the black. At least have the choice of two. I feel like the run through was the better option there personally. And that's why. Make this transition very challenging. But with two shots. Played a smart one there. Just had to go. Let this white fade into the black a little bit, and you are almost certain to be on in at least two different pockets. Oh, that's a good shot. A little bit more angle than he wanted, but you're backing to drop this one. Which he does. Alright, New South Wales have actually gone in the lead without me noticing the scoreline change, which was Zach Hilton taking 3-1 against Deacon Lamb. Still on tables at the moment would be Oscar Gunther and his opponent Adam Hillier. We would also have Mia Newman and Kylie Swart. Eli Gunther's back on table against Rowan Ayres and the other Crawley son. The other Crawley son, whose name is eluding us all. Bear with me. That's why I'm confused, because the other Crawley, that's just cleared up some confusion. The fourth under 18 that's playing for New South Wales is actually Kevin Fretwell. The confusion was he had a shirt that said Crawley on it. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, Toby Clack just drains one of the purest, most challenging blacks I've seen in quite some time. And Sean Dempsey's gone into the Reds and had a gem so far. That has to put Toby Clack in the lead, one love. And Sean Dempsey's just played another gem. Should run out here on the Reds. A little bit of top right keep the ball comfortable. Oof. He's landed a tree. And Mr. Black. So, you'd have to say now's the time, Reece Jorgensen. Couple of smart shots here. We're looking forward later to what we hope will be a Jorgensen clash. Brothers, much like the Dempseys, high-level competitors, and they go up against each other, they take it to a new notch, so hopefully that ends up on a stream table. In fact, we might just have a crack at engineering that one. They usually end up towards the end, the two of them, so Reece Jorgensen, I think he's feeling the pressure out there. Wonder if either state understand the importance of this match. It's interesting. It is tight. You can feel a bit of tension out there. I'm not sure any of them have looked at the leaderboard, sorry. If they have, they've surely figured out that they're in the hunt. They're both in the hunt with certain results going their way. So Sean Dempsey takes that one. Toby Clark goes in off. Yeah, you can feel there's a bit of pressure out there, isn't there, Dan? These kids, they're moving fast, but for the most part, I think they're picking the right shots. It's a bit tense. There's a bit of tension in the arena. It's definitely quieter since I've sat down to commentate than it has been the rest of this weekend. What do you think? South Australia versus NT on the other tables, that's significantly quieter. I won't allude to the score over there because, of course, you may have the opportunity to watch the stream at a later time. Jack Crawley's just potted red in the middle and carry on. He should be carrying his two shots still. I was a little distracted by a Crawley conversation there. He's bagged up, but I'm confident he was playing the pocket there, so I'd say he missed that by a country mile. This will be our first look at the under-15 Seth Ditchener. He's playing Deacon Lamb, who's all of a sudden getting serious TV time. Pitching up. Gee, that's a big break. He's spotted a ball, and they have gone everywhere. Deacon just strolls to a neutral position, very present on the tables. I'm going to give John Healy, if he's out there watching, a little shout out regarding table presence, because in terms of table presence, John Healy was elite. Anyone who was there for it or knows it, Deacon's high level, just like Healy. Back to the action. Seth's he's potted a great ball and thought nothing about the white, which is probably cost him an opportunity to really go at these balls here. It's on the Reds. Don't think he passes to anything. Maybe it's a big shot. Red closest to blue spot off the 2 planted yellows. Geez, played a corker there. Danny Lynch's deceptive camera angles have got me again. Flew in. They can just make sure his opponent knows he's there. Like this kid's vibe. On the left-hand side of the screen, Toby Clack's just landed himself flat on a ball. Yellow's lovely. And he's played a ripper shot that was square on the black as well. So, almost certainly 2 love Toby Clack. Doing my best to keep track of the scores in my head here, ladies and gentlemen, because there is zero tools to tell us the score until the results are actually posted in PoolStat. And between myself and Danny Lynch, watching 4 physical games at once and trying to keep the results from other tables coming in. New South Wales have really kept a good grip on this game. It's currently 5-4 to Victoria, but I feel that the tide has not shifted either way. So D can come back to the table with a lot of opportunity. It looks like he's going to play a snooker here. A bit of a smart shot. Maybe just any amateurs, any new players out there, I want to take that as an example of how sometimes you need to think a bit more about where your ball's going to go in relationship to a snooker. Just because you can block a ball doesn't mean you should sacrifice the outcome that the ball you're playing could get, you know.
might have been moved to the corner, mate, so I could see those elbows.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to be back. Thanks for giving me a little break. I actually really needed it. A couple of quick results that you've seen the scores change. Just Mia Newman took a win, 3-2 against. Sorry, I should have been more organised with who that was. Mia Newman, which would have been second round. Against, Khalees. She's gone 3-2 up. And Toby Clack, while you were watching and we weren't present, went 3-love up versus Jack Crawley. Currently on table, Amelia and Zach Hilton above right-hand side of screen on table 4. And Jason Jorgensen, who I believe is playing. Let me just check that one for you. Jason looks to be playing. Kevin. Kevin Fretwell, apologies for not remembering the name, viewers. On left-hand side of screen, Oscar Gunther, who I was reliably informed just got his first win of the tournament. Might try to get him on just for a quick chat, see how it feels to take one after really battling all week. He's on the yellows, left-hand side of screen. Did we see that foul? Right-hand side of screen there, Danny Lynch? I'm going to say they missed it, and we got a replay on stream 1, Dan Lynch. No replay for stream 1, only for stream 2, which is the South Australia Northern Territory match. We're not talking about the score of. It's fine, mate. I've seen many kids pull themselves up for their own fouls this week, which has been great to see. It's good that our games actually earn a bit of reputation for being honest, keeping ourselves on track. It's a good lesson out there for anyone playing the sport. We really rest and die on our reputations as an honest game, and if we're not willing to pull ourselves up when we make the mistake, we can rely on other people to think of us as some words we don't like to be called. Cheat. Jerk. A whole slew of different words. In any case, focus on the good stuff, which is when we're honest, we enjoy the game a lot more, and we're proud to look at ourselves in the mirror. Oscar Gunther is playing Bailey Clack, another Victorian in different colours. Bailey's had a good run. I'm told he's had a few solid wins, and the in-joke between me and Bailey is that he has grown every day of the tournament physically. If you ask me, he's about 3.5 feet taller, so keep up the good work, Bailey. Oscar Gunther on yellows. That's a good effort by the little man. I love watching young kids line up pots. They take their time. Oh, Bailey, super unlucky to not get a result there. Just so the viewers know, obviously the under-12 division. Sometimes a little bit loose. Lots of smiles, a few tears. I have seen tears. Some of them were earned, some of them weren't justified. Let's see what Oscar Gunther elects to do. He's taking on a challenging angle. Whew. It's a pretty good effort at a tough pot. Deacon land, right hand side of screen. It's landed pretty fat on the black. Let's just make sure he doesn't punch this one. Accidentally run the yellow at the same time. G was queuing up to flog that, but he's played the perfect shot. And he goes up in his match, I believe. Also on table is Austin Huang, who should currently be playing he should be playing Adam Hillier. That'll be a good match, actually. Little Adam Hillier's got a good cue action. Just ignore the screen for a minute and watch Austin just miss a black. And left not much to work with. I really hope we get Austin on a stream table at some point. I don't think we'll have that opportunity, considering this is his second match. Everyone keep an eye out on that kid in the future. Oscar's played a ripper pot there. Unfortunately, he's missed the middle bag there. Bailey sets himself. Oh, ouch. Tell you what, he's pumped it though. Oscar Gunther, ball in hand with 2 shots. Just lining up the straightest possible shot. If he looks back on this, he'll probably be upset that he didn't give himself some angle to work with to try to float down for the black. Let's see what he does with his second visit. Just lining up his angle. Tightened up his bridge today. What a shot. Sit there. It's very good. Oh, he doesn't like it because he thinks he has to use the rest. So he just flogs the ball. And nearly flukes a gem. However, Bailey is fat on 2 balls. And he's gone around it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen who are watching, under 12 state pool is a treat to watch. And if you haven't seen it in the flesh before, you have to get down and have a go. We're at the Commercial Club in Albury. We've done a relatively good job of looking after us. Environment's comfy, the air conditioning's good. table's got a good bit of space to work with, and even though we're in the heart of New South Wales land where bar rules and kids in venues is a pretty wild environment, they've managed to accommodate us pretty well. Meanwhile, Oscar's pumped another one. Bailey's got a pretty fine cut here in the middle pocket, but if he just plays it smooth, he goes around the black nice. Oh, instead he plays a double and leaves Oscar fat. He's going to calm himself for a half ball black into the bottom right pocket and drains it. Great shot, little man. So scored at Victoria at the moment 7-5, and Oscar Gunther has gone 1 up left hand side of screen. I believe Deacon Lamb is 2-0 up. I'll have to confer with someone. Let me just drop a text, see if I can figure out. Oscar Gunther with a huge break. Potted a ball too. Just left it open. Bailey just jumps into the reds. Oh, I'm going to say, just check with my colleague Danny Lynch if he has any stats on average shot time for under 12s. So I think we'd be guessing around 7 seconds. Average shot time, somewhere in the 7-second vicinity. Might be generous. 6.5. Just as I say that, Bailey actually slows down a bit and plays a pretty smart shot. Oof. Oscar. Well, left-hand side of screen, that was wild. Bailey's a little upset at himself, a little head bump, a little knock, didn't like it. Oscar sets himself for his 2 shots. That's a good ball. And it's pretty fat on the yellow to the opposite bag it's close to. Been some good composure at kids this week. All the participants have played in what I would say is pretty high spirit under some tough circumstances at times. A lot of pressure out there. And for the most part, I think they've all done well, very well. Bailey's just smashed a red in. That was a great shot. Ignore the graphics left-hand side of screen, ladies and gentlemen. It's a different clack that's actually on the table. Bailey clack for New South Wales and Oscar Gunther for Victoria. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Just had a little bit of a graphic split. We just had to clear something up regarding the 6-red shootout later, which is definitely worth watching. I strongly suggest anyone who's got the time get involved. Oof! Oscar Gunther has absolutely thumped one. The white ball has gone past the yellow, which surely would have made it a foul, but hard to say. They're having a little conversation at the moment. No. Right. He's gone down the rail. I don't know about that shot selection. Anyway, Bailey steps in. Absolutely nailed that black. Nailed that red. If he's got the foresight to see the double up the top, right. I think that's what he's had a go at. You know what? He's had a red hot go. Sometimes you get a little bit lucky when you're brave in pool. He's taken the bag. How's the side spin? Oscar Gunther. Q inside of black. I would love to be 12 and fearless again when it comes to pool. Unfortunately, he's picking the wrong ball right now. I'm not sure that angle's actually on. Though Oscar's had remarkable success at Jag and Snookers all week. Bailey steps to the table with a relatively simple red. Just don't hit it too hard and you're a chance. Although he does see the doubles pretty well. Very unlucky to not be rewarded with that shot left hand side of screen. See what Oscar Gunther's got. Tell you what he's got, luscious locks. Oscar's left one fat. Hopefully Bailey just calmly drops it in. Well done. Great game there, guys. I believe that's 1-1. Oscar and Bailey. Seth Vitchner looks very upset with the lead that he's given himself. Probably not really thought much about where to drop it, but see what he elects to do from here. Doesn't really have much choice. Just got to roll this one down the plant. Played a great shot, actually. Deakin comes to the table on reds. Bailey with the customary under 12 lean the back over the table shot. If I could give everyone out there under 13 some advice about pool, if you can learn how to play with a rest when you're young and malleable and you really need it, you can learn how to play with it for your entire life, and it is an asset. It is a skill that you will need. Bailey's looking good down the queue. Puts his eye right over the centre of the queue. Tell you what, he's going to be a good player, although with the last name Clack, I'm not sure it's possible to not be, so we'll see how they go. And Jason Jorgensen above left-hand side of screen, table 3. Has just landed fat on another red. Should give him the angle he needs to go up for the black. Top of screen. Seth Hitchens has just played a massive shot. Where did that come from? That was huge. The scoreline must be 2-2. Must be 2-2 there. I'm furiously texting everybody from the Victorian camp to try to get the actual score there, and just too busy and on silent to care about me. So we'll just see if we can catch the handshake if and when it happens. And Oscar Gunther is on yellows.
Come on, Jason. That's the way, Vic.
And has played a massive shot to hold the bag.
Let's go, Amelia.
And keep your eye on right hand side of the screen. If I'm correct, viewers, I believe this will be the deciding frame between Seth and Deacon. Meanwhile, New South Wales have gone one more up to a deficit of 1 against Victoria now. 7-6 Victoria's way. There's a lot actually riding on this one. I'll have to see if we can get some live score updates from other matches, because pending the result of Tassie and WA, either Victoria or New South Wales can actually go into the finals, the top 4 finals, with this format, which would be a real result for either team. They both struggled a little bit this week, but they've really fought out some frames that they needed, which have gone to their deficit, gone to their for and against total, which has probably kept them in it a fair bit. Just gonna see if I can send someone when he's got a second. No, he's definitely not got a second, so we'll ignore that for now. And see if I've got someone else pegged. Just bear with me for a sec, viewers.
Let's go, Vic.
Got someone on the case for the current score, Tassie WA. I'll get back to you in a second with that one, viewers. Oscar Gunther's just lashed one down the road. It's a nice shot. See what he works out. He's storming around the table with a confidence all of a sudden. Unfortunately, he's fouled. What are we going to cost him? Got my helpful assistants reliably inform me 6-4 WA are up against Tasmania, which is probably not a surprise based on the talent over on the West Australian camp. However, Tassie have really had like a solid run this tourney. They're currently running 3 wins and 3 losses of their 6 played. WA have had 1 win and 5 losses of their 6 games. Western Australia lost to Victoria in the very first round and probably set the tone for the weekend a little bit, although Tassie going down, if it was to be the case against Western Australia, really throws a cat amongst the pigeons in terms of results. For, like I've been saying, Victoria and New South Wales actually in the hunt. Both those teams with 2 wins and 4 losses, and with a frame differential that is quite significant. It would be a big challenge for New South Wales to get up unless they really gave Victoria a hiding. However, Tassie, should they lose, if that was to happen, it's only really a 3% difference. I'm going to say they get probably a 5% difference that Victoria would have to make up to be successful to bump them. So we'll just see what happens there. I've just had Eli Gunther, one of the under-15s, step into the commentary box to hassle someone about something he wants. Let me just check in on what that is. Eli, do you want to say hi to the viewers?
No, I'll be okay.
Not anyone you want to say hi to? Maybe a friend?
No,
anyone else
I'll be
in
okay.
pool? Be a grandma or something out there?
I'll probably just say hi to all my family, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay. How have your results been today, bud?
Horrific.
Horrific. It's a way to say it. I haven't actually seen what you've done in this Victoria and New South Wales event. What have your results been in this one so far?
2-3 to one other person, and
Do you recall that
3
person's name? Let's give them a shout out if they be. They obviously played well.
Ayers, I do not know.
That would be Rowan Ayers, yeah.
Rowan Ayers. And Thickner, I think?
Seth Fitchner.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
3-0 to him.
You lost 3-0 to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you having fun this tournament, bud?
Yes, I'm having much more enjoyment than yesterday, and the day before.
Okay.
But I'll just see what
Now,
happens.
what do you put that down to? What do you put your enjoyment down to? Just sorry to clarify the question to you, Eli. You seem to be enjoying it more today, is what you're saying.
Yes.
What's the number one reason for that? What's the biggest factor for that today?
I'm just enjoying the game, and my team's doing really well, and I'm happy to see them doing so good today. So I'm pretty happy.
Awesome. Good job, bud. I'm sure someone out there is very proud of you. Keep it up. Oh, we'll let Eli Gunther go cheer on his team as they just go 9-7 up. Couple of quick results there out of nowhere. I'll just refer to pool stat in a second for that. Oscar Gunther just smokes a yellow in while I look up. I have to apologise, it's very hard to get pool stat results and commentate on under 12 pool and under 15 pool at the same time. There's a lot going on, so I'm just going to focus on the tables at hand, as I believe that was Deacon Lamb that just dropped the black. It was. Deacon Lamb takes one of only three or four victories throughout the course of this tournament. He's high-fiving the Jesus out of everybody going around. He's very proud. That must put Victoria 10-7 up. Meanwhile, Oscar Gunther, left-hand side of the screen, just missed. So it's a pretty challenging yellow. Kind of leaves it all out there for Bailey. I wonder if he's got it. It's a fine cut. I'd back Bailey to get this one. He's done very well there. Just a little unlucky to not come up another 3 or 4 rolls for this red in the bottom right-hand corner. Elects to play the triple instead. High quality. A bit of average queuing over a ball there for Oscar Gunther. He's elevated very well though. unfortunately he's totally missed the yellow and gone in off for a foul. Right hand side of screen, Mia Newman and I believe another girl who is wearing a shirt that might not be her name, so I'm just going to double check on that one. Under 18 girls. It must be Mia Machida. Ignore the shirt because I believe it's a hand-me-down or an extra one. She's won the lag and Mia, I believe it's Mia, will be breaking. Just got a bit of noise out of the Northern Territory and South Australia match. Again, I will not discuss the result for that in the event that you want to watch it later. Oscar Gunther's found, he thinks he has one more. Mia Newman comes to the table, must be on the Reds. Mia Newman was a bit of a standout in the Victorian side at trials and probably has been, I would say, putting in the work. She competed in the snooker event just pre the pool tournament. And Bailey looks like he's walking over for a handshake. Oh, there is some conjecture on the table, left-hand side of screen. There's definitely an issue left-hand side of screen. We'll have to get the inside scoop on that one later, viewers. It's a bit hard to get aboard. Meanwhile, Mia's taking the white ball out of pocket after a foul from, I think, Mia Machida. I think we've cleared up the issue. There was some confusion about the scoreline in Oscar Gunther and Bailey Clack. I believe the score is 2-1 to Bailey. So they've racked them up again, left-hand side of screen. Hopefully the tears have dried and the competitors are hungry to go again. Although it is very serious business when you're 12 playing at a national tournament like this. Mia, right hand side of screens, played the right shot, just played it probably the wrong way. Just kind of punch into the rail and let it drift over for any of the two pockets that you can run past. Now she's faced with a slightly harder shot than she wanted. Plays the foul with intent. Oscar Gunther, left hand side of screens, just brushing himself a little bit now that hadn't forgot to nominate. He's given away the two shots because he was in a bit of a rush. See what Bailey does, open table and a ball down. Yellows are pretty good. He's had a go at him. He's thrashed it. He's played a good shot there. It's very high up the table, but has a choice of at least two balls to work with. I think the other side of the table is probably the right ball. Let's see how he goes. He's thinking twice about it. He's thinking 3 times about it. And with his second shot, have a go at that first ball. Oscar Gunther will come to the table with an okay starter. The natural angle of the pot that he's going for runs into the red and pushes it to the middle bag. Hard to tell when you miss it the way that he did, but Oscar Gunther looking at the same pocket again, and has whiffed them all. So, Mia Machida taking on a challenge in black and miss there. Probably no choice really, considering the layout of the table. Mia's just got to plant one, just got to pump one in. She's got in her own head a bit. It's my tip for anyone out there playing at all, in any format, in any sport. If your opponent can see you feeling like you don't have the best of you there, you are sure to give them opportunities and confidence in situations like these. I know pool is definitely more prevalent for it, but wherever possible, make sure your opponent thinks they're under the pressure. Make sure you look calm, make sure you feel and look like you feel like you know what you're doing and you're in control. It's probably won me about 80% of all the frames I've ever won. Just as I sit next to Danny Mitch, who laughs as a teammate of mine. Definitely the coolest captain he's ever had, so there's no doubt about that. We'll be excited to see him rejoin the rank and file of our MMPL side this season. That'll be fun. Oscar Gunther comes in at the Reds. And on the right hand side of screen, Mia's got a relatively standard black. If she just cues it, don't worry about the white. Well, that looks good. Yeah, that one will get her going. She pops up with a bit of confidence there. I think that's a start for Mia today. She's sorely needed. She's a little bit stressed. So Victoria, probably with the upper hand, and Mia gets a little run on. She'll be hard to beat the rest of this match. I believe that's 1-love to Mia Newman. Oscar's played a ripper shot there. Really put the pressure on and thrown it back to Bailey and said, if you're good enough to go out here, mate, you have it. Oh. Bailey's rearranged half the table. Let's see what Oscar's got. Nice starter. If he punches it like he usually does, he was going to separate all those other reds. Unfortunately, he's played the wrong angle and missed them off. So. Bailey's really toying with his options here. I think he knows he's in a bit of trouble with the yellow closest to the reds around blue spot. He's good enough to pot him. Just not sure he knows the order to pick him in. He smoked that one. If you get this right, it clips off the red that it's touching, or closest to the bottom left-hand pocket, but I feel like that might be a little above his mapping ability. Oscar Gunther has not checked that it might be a touching ball and has planted himself into a successful shot. I'm sorry viewers, I can't stop watching under 12 pull. I think it's the greatest thing ever. Because every shot you think you should play is elusive. Every shot that does get played is hard to read and very confusing. And Bailey comes back to the table after a miss from Oscar. Still on the yellows. He's found the potting angle for the bottom right-hand pocket. And he's had a red-hot go at it. That's actually a pretty good result. Oscar will definitely pick this cherry. Oof. Think he can get to the middle pocket. Doesn't want to have a go at it. I'll take it all back. He did want to have a go at it. He just wanted to hit 3 rails first. Yeah, I'm doing my best to keep up here, viewers, but 6.5 seconds a shot makes it challenging. Bailey with the rest. Pretty good with the lifter stick, with the lengthener. Gets his eye right behind the ball. Plays an okay shot there. I wonder if Oscar will challenge himself with the ball down the rail. He will. Unfortunately, he fouls. He looks very confused about why he's fouled. That was a foul. That was a foul. No one spotted it. Justice has been served, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very surprised they've missed that, because the Victoria and New South Wales dugouts, as you would call them in baseball, are right in front of this table, and there's a few eager viewers keeping an eye on this one, as there always is with the under 12 environment. Bailey's used up his first to get closer, and now he'll play for the inside of the tool. Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to watch. And right hand side of screen, Mia has just stunned her way to the perfect position. Play a little bit of draw and just come back down the table for what should be a more rudimentary run of a couple of balls. This one's just the right amount of nervy. You just got to play it smart. Light with the grip and run through it. She's played that very nicely. Right into the middle of the place where you can just pop your hand down and cue it. Good. Just lining up her natural angle. Tiny little bit of stun. He should be able to draw it back a little. Yeah, she knew the mistake she made there. Oh, they had to really commit to running some side on that and coming over to play in the middle bag on the left, or really punch it. Oscar's taking another one left-hand side of screen to go what I believe is 2-all. Hopefully we'll see a little under 12 decider frame handshake coming up. Reece Jorgensen refs for him. What a guy. I'll be sure to let him know he missed probably the most blatant cue touch on ball foul I've ever seen. When we're done later. Anyway, did I miss the handshake there, Danny Lynch? Did you see the handshake in your left-hand corner? No, I believe we've got a decider on our hands. An under 12, Clack versus Gunther, VIC versus New South Wales decider, while the score to Victoria has gone 11-7. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. Right-hand side of screen, Mia's just played a smart yellow, handed the table back to Mia Machida and said, I hope you have a go and I wish you luck, but I just don't see it. She's come a goods. Is that a snooker? Do you think Mia's got the mouse? A little swerve around it. I feel like she's got the ability. She gets around it and lets the cue ball run. She's a chance to get onto the middle. It's a little unlucky, but you'd probably rather the ball stay where it is than end up with it coming back towards the top rail. Gee, they picked up the speed. It's probably cost Mia. So a foul, and you would argue that Mia Newman has the natural ability to almost for sure mark this one down. Stun and try to float. Okay. See the way she was queuing up on that, I was sure she was coming down the rail for the middle on the right. She's played a good shot. Let's see her have the first crack at this black. Hopefully only needing one. Although I'm not necessarily partisan. I'll be honest with you, I do want to see Victoria get one here. They've worked really hard all week. And Mr. Gunther left-hand side of screen in what I believe is the decider. Has gone in off. Bobs his head. Shakes it. Says that's no good. Bailey Clack looks pretty hungry to come to the table here. He's on the yellows. Not sure what he's got. He's lining up for a double. Gee, I tell you what, that's a gem of a shot. That is a gem. He's played that with the sensibility of a much older kid. Oh, I think Reece Jorgensen's missed 2 fouls in this match now. That was almost certainly a t-shirt foul. Anyway. Bailey's missed the double perfectly and landed fat on a triple. Little shout out to Schaefer's in. There is always a triple somewhere on the table. So if you haven't found it, you are not looking hard enough, viewers. And Bailey hands the table back to Oscar. Oscar seems like he's trying to compose himself. There he is. Found his potty angle. He's waiting for the table right-hand side of screen, which is Mia Newman. He's just drained a yellow. Made it look pretty... Oh, sorry. My apologies. That was Mia Machida.
Let's go, Vic.
Has missed the pod, but left only the one ball for Bailey.
Let's go, Mia. Come on.
So Oscar Gunther again with a chance
Go,
to take
Mia.
control of a pocket or to carry on potting. He's missed that one by a ways. In fact, that pretty much ignored the jaws of the pocket. Oof. And Bailey's hit that one rail first. Guess we can only speculate as to whether that was an accident or not. Oscar Gunther is just lining up. I think he was doing his lining up a double method. I'm not sure though. No, he's just played a gem. Seems to have found a bit of confidence in this match.
Amelia and
Coming
Seth
up.
on table 3.
Again, viewers, I believe it's 2-all.
Do we know where Seth is?
He's choked up the yellow.
We're up on table 3, my friends.
So, Bailey's just going at it. No, he's played a smart shot there. Force your opponent to do something with the pack that you don't like. Oscar Gunther, based on form, is probably going for the double. Yep. And unfortunately hasn't found the triple as Bailey did earlier. Oh, Bailey with some very smooth cueing, just lays up towards the bag, top left-hand corner, and probably just gone favourite in this one actually.
Go, Mia.
Oh, Bailey with the accidental extraction has actually left himself a good bit of work, and he's pretty handy with the rest. I'm almost backing him to get this one here. He's got a very fine cut. Elects to play the double and hands the table back over to Oscar Gunther. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed by a mother of one of the participants left-hand side of the screen that there was definitely a decider handshake, and even though I missed it, it was fantastic. So Oscar Gunther pots a red. This is for all the marbles. I think making this one. Oh no, he fluked it. Oh. That's a good effort. All right. Bailey spends all of 3.5 seconds looking at his shot and drains it. He's probably left himself a bit more angle than he was planning on, although I'm not certain there was a plan at any stage. Oh, that is a massive black. New South Wales take another one and go to a 3-game deficit at 12-9 Victoria's way. That's a great match by the little guys. They should be very proud of their effort and performance throughout the weeks. They both had a smile for 88.5% of the time. So congratulations to Bailey. Good job to both of them though. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just taking a quick break, see if I can get some score updates on other tables. Be back shortly.
Go, Amelia. Go, Mia.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's okay. on, Mia. Unlucky Mia. Come on, Mia. Yes, Mia. Go to the Vic. Come on, Vic. Good job, Mia.
I'm not being quick, old man.
Yeah, you are.
Topes? Oh, you can't play and Chase. We can't play that.
I'm a trader.
Dream table.
Did you say I'm a trader?
Come on, Sean.
Oh, even better.
Oh, look, not my phone. Mum is probably half my phone.
What's your phone at? Get the charger and your cable. I'm going to go back to the room. I've got this bag.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's come back with information from the other tables, Victoria, New South Wales. Austin Huang went 3-love up against Adam Hillier. Eli Gunther went love 3 down against his last opponent. I'm sorry, I'll have to check that one. Scarlett and Keeley's still on table. Current score is unknown. Toby Clack went up 3-1 against Kevin, whose last name is very hard to remember, and I've done this to him twice, so I apologise. Fretwell. Yeah, it's similar to that, yes. Let me just get this one. Fretwell. Danny Lynch should have trusted him the whole time. He's like a human computer. However, it's you know, 4-match deficit here. It's actually still in the balance a little bit.
Do you want any of the counter soft drink freezers in there? Cut the bag, I'll take back the thing. Okay. Your photos. And my smokes?
Just for the straight.
That's all right. After the 2 matches you had, maybe you didn't smoke.
On the left-hand side of the screen, Sean Dempsey and the Kevin. I've just done it again. Kevin Fretwell. I don't know what the current score is, but it is decisive. It does does matter a lot. Out of 29 matches in this round, Victoria and New South Wales, so race to 15. You'd have to say Victoria have the upper hand, but if tell you what, if New South Wales get a little run on here, and there's a couple of good players on the tables at the moment, definitely have the ability to do it. Right hand side of screen, Chiron. Dempsey, younger brother of Sean Dempsey, who's currently left hand side of screen. We'll be playing Jorgo, I believe, Jason Jorgensen, who we have affectionately called Quintuple J. He has 3 names and or nicknames that start with J. Therefore, Quintuple J, although I've just seen Toby Clack roll up for the lag, so obviously not Jason. So, Captain Clack and Kyron Dempsey. It's a very close lag. Toby Clack gets it, rolls the chalk off and says, I'll take a break, mate. You grab a seat, see if I can run a rack on you. You'd think that with Amelia and Seth going, Deacon Lamb and Rowan Ayres has 2 games in the balance there that definitely could go either way. Scarlett is currently playing Keely's, refer to her last name, sorry viewers, Keely Swart, who has looked pretty dangerous most of the week and probably not had the results to go with it. She's just racking up balls on table 5. Sean Dempsey and Kevin Fretwell. Just see if I can get a score on that one. 1 second. Sorry viewers, wasn't able to get a hold of someone who give me a live score on the Sean Dempsey match. They're all too busy blown away by his natural ability, so we'll just leave him to it. And Toby Clack's just run down the table with a great pot there. Just gets himself right in the heart of all the stuff that he needs to work around. Still on the reds. Might have just gone a bit too far to make it simple, but plays a great shot going up and down. Better pump the top left ball or closest to the black currently in the bottom left pocket. Can elect to take the one below it. Might just run him a little bit further away from the position that he wants to be. Sort of stun this and hold it into the red. Oh, played a corker there off the yellow. That's a brave shot. Tell you what, that's a confident cure. Sean Dempsey, left hand side of the screen. A bit high on the pocket there. We had a bit of a result though. New South Wales have just snagged another one somehow. Let's have a look at who's off table now. Score's gone 13-10 to Victoria, which must have been from the very top table. It's hard to distinguish who's walked back from that game. And that should be the end of players going into the round. Here's 1, 3, 5 matches left on table. Must be a result to go in still. Toby's just put one away there to the cheers of his Victorian teammates. He goes one up against Kyron Dempsey. Meanwhile, Kyron Dempsey's brother Sean Dempsey's giving the table back to Kevin Fretwell. But he's nearly spat it and grabbed the white before it's gone in the pocket, although it's the astute observer that catches that one.
Come on, Deacon.
Sean spent 6 seconds looking at it. He's got his map. He'll definitely take the middle bag next. Tiny little bit of run through just to make his natural angle a little easier to bob out for the black on the bottom rail, which if I've just been peripherally watching properly, I believe Sean Dempsey's 2 love up, but we'll have to find out the conclusion of this particular frame. So Rowan Ayres has taken his frame against, I'm going to say it was against Deacon Lamb, which is probably the, just had the 11-13 result updated in your graphics bottom of screen. It's getting tight. Just wish I had a Jamie Stevens-like human somewhere next to me to pump my tyres on how we're going here and what he thought about the results up to this point, and what he thought about the week. I'd even take Stevie Jameson's if he was going around. Unfortunately, guys, none available. So Sean Dempsey obviously won that one. It's gone break, so we must not have a decider on yet. Or this is it. Sean's gone in off and given ball in hand to his opponent. Toby Clack's played a perfect little pocket cheat shot there to make sure he was on for this plan and had the angle to let the yellow drift up to the top left pocket. Oof. I might have just rushed that one a little bit. The shot was a little bit harder and just warranted a little bit more attention than he gave it. Kyron Dempsey now on the reds. Taking the foot off the gas and forgot to check it all. No, Toby Clack comes back. Probably favourite to go game here. He's got the ability.
Let's go, Toby.
So Toby Clack with his next yellow gives himself good angle to transition down the table. Unfortunately plays it all wrong. He's got into it a bit too much. I wonder what he's going to do here. Oh, is he on? Is he on in the middle, Danny Lynch? Have you got me on the camera angles again? My God, that is ridiculous. Toby Clack. Great shot. Kyron's come for a handshake, and Toby Clack's let him know, calm down, mate. That's only 2, which is how I had it too. So finally I got one right, viewers. Takes the pressure off.
Let's go, Sean.
Danny Lynch, right at the buzzer, has just he spent the last 43 minutes fretting over graphics outputs for 6 red shootout, and finally thinks he has a win, although everyone else has a 12 in a column and this bloke has a 3, Danny. So I feel like you might want to just check in on that. I don't know if that matters to you. You happy with that? All right, that was the test. Good. So he's feeling good about the upcoming stream, which AEBF scheduled to be at 3:30. We obviously, you got a clock anywhere near. We've surpassed that. So never fear. 6 red shootout will be here. Just not until the conclusion of round 7. Round 7? Yeah, round 7 of all matches. Finishing, which has pretty regularly been running about an hour behind. Not unusual. There's a lot of frames to play and a lot of matches with, you know, some high standard have gone the distance. So not overly surprising, although pretty frustrating for obviously people trying to schedule the environment and the event and the venue in terms of food and keeping the kids energised and getting them the odds bit of sunlight every now and then. We don't want vampiric pool players. It's not ideal. So I feel for the people organising. It's been well run but challenging. So. And scoreline still 13-11 New South Wales in a two-match deficit. Just bob my head up and see what's going on the other tables. Amelia's still on against Seth Dixon. That game's been going a while. It's got to be a result. It's got to be close to a result. Just so I've just been distracted by some very serious cheering. I feel like both New South Wales and Victoria have just realised the stakes going here. I'm gonna see if Melissa Crawley can get me a scoreline from Tassie and WA, just to update the viewers who won't be able to catch that stream. It is my subtle way of doing it. Thank you very much, Melissa. See, it's coming down to the wire a bit. Tassie look a bit tense over there, and WA, I don't know, the vibe's pretty free flowing. We'll let the score come back and we'll decide. Meanwhile, Toby Clax played a defensive shot that sort of chess pieces go towards New South Wales there, but I think he's got a few extra points in just general ability, you know, that little bit of pressure on the table. I've just had the score come back. 11-7 WA up. That deficit could be decisive. Wow. And at 11-7, you'd expect another hour or so of play too, so we hope not, but that's what we can expect. So Danny Lynch worked really hard on his graphics just in time to wait another hour for it to be useful. He might even be able to squeeze in a lunch break, which would be a first in a few days too. Oh, that is a foul, is it? So left-hand side of screen, Kevin Fretwell has fouled against Sean Dempsey, which is a foul, snooker. Or not? Did they call that one? Did they? Okay, so twice in a row, they both nearly hit the ball or nearly not hit the ball. I can't decide. Based on Sean Dempsey's smile, I'm going to say he's coming over here to ask for camera. He wants camera. You don't have replay, do you, Danny Lynch? Looks like the tournament director, Travis Crawley's just told him to figure it out because he's tired of walking away. And we have to break the news to him that we don't have replay on that stream table anyway, so let's see what happened. Toby Clack has walked away and the scoreline for Victoria's gone up by 1, so considering it was 2-love, I'm going to say Toby Clack's just taken a decisive victory, 3-0 against Kyron Dempsey. And Victoria just scratched another one up. which surely yeah, viewers, we just had a 2-match bump. I'm not sure where those two came from. Definitely one. They still seem to be deliberating over this Sean Dempsey and Kevin Fretwell shot. But they're also watching it on delay on the cameras. They're actually watching our stream in the venue to decide what happened on the shot that Sean Dempsey has just played, despite the fact that it might have been a foul even before that. So we'll leave that to them. Meanwhile, table right-hand side of screen is the Vikings themselves, the two Jorgensen brothers, who I saw wrestling over pizza last night, physically wrestling over physical pizza. They are competitive to say the least, so do not strain away, viewers. This will be a gem of a fight. They both rise to the occasion against each other, aside from the fact that there's a bit on this one. There's a bit in it and a bit on it. If I've done the math correctly, at 15 wins in this match, Victoria have secured the points. However, they really need a deficit if they are to make the final, which is reliant on results, if I've done my maths correctly. Now, maths wasn't my strong suit, but I feel like I've got this one in the bag, so we'll just see what happens. Scoreline Tassie WA is pretty elusive, but going WA's way, which is part of the puzzle. Looks like they've come to an agreement over on the left-hand side of screen, and Kevin Fretwell's taken ball in hand and burnt a shot. So he obviously was a bit long sitting off the table trying to figure it out. Sean Dempsey on the Reds. Got clear sight of a couple of balls. I say he's smart enough to stay away from moving the average yellow around just until he knows he can do it. So I feel like advantage Sean Dempsey here. And the crowd lights up for the first time since I've been on commentary, largely because we got the go slow from tournament officials based on another booking in the venue needing some quiet respect for a short window of time. I'll talk about here. Danny Lynch has got the face on like he's enjoying the vibe. Camera audio still at a good level there, Danny Lynch. Ripper. Yeah, no, it's short-lived. They just did it because they could, mate. I wouldn't worry too much. Left-hand side of screen, Sean Dempsey's finally busted up those two balls. I didn't actually see how that happened. I wonder whether he's on here. He really wants it, and Victoria really need it. Now, let's say I back in to go game here. This is a little bit trickier, this angle, than it looks on camera. You do have to get into the white a little bit. Very low. A little bit of inside to try to hold the inside low English to try to hold the white for the black. And he's played quite a good shot. Might have been better letting it run a little bit just to get under the middle pocket angle, but I do back in to get this one. Q and sensational all week. Ladies and gentlemen, still on, still there. So we'll go right hand side of screen. Very calm. Looks confident. On the Reds. Fretwell. That's one wipe its feet on its way in. But should be out. Should be out. Not the commentator's moxie. Not the curse on him. Should be out. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Come on, mate. Right, Jorgo. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go, Vic.
I will leave you with that one, Danny Lynch, whatever that looks like. Kevin Fretwell wearing a Crawley t-shirt has taken one there off Sean Dempsey. It's either decider or it's 2-1 to Sean. See what the results look like. I don't even, do you even have chat on, Danny Lynch? Is chat on for this? Is there any action in the chat I need to know about? Have 1,000 people told me what the scoreline for Dempsey and Demp up? Yeah, that was some time ago, obviously. Reese is giving the table back to his older brother, Jorgo. Junior, Jorgo, Jason, Jeffrey, Jorgensen, who I've been calling Quintuple J. I'm not sure it's going to stick. I think he likes it. His mum thinks it's too wordy. She prefers Jorgo. Sorry, his stepmum. I believe she's his stepmum. So apologies to her actual mum out there. Wasn't my intention. However, he's on the red, the hardest red he's got on the table, and played it right. He can separate the black too. Gee, he's played a monster there. Get on. He deserved to be good there, and I feel like he's got it. Not necessarily how you wanted to be playing it. He has a choice of 2 hard pockets. Say, running the ball up the table is the shot. However, it makes it harder to play this with confidence because the white is travelling and the white is going to places where the yellows become a bit juicier. He's played that pretty smart, left it nice and tight up towards the pocket. Reese comes back to the deck with a clear sight of the ball that really is the only thing that threatens the black. Missing a pocket, so see what he does. Run through. He's probably played a good shot there actually. He's kind of fanned them out enough to be able to play one pocket pull if he really needs to. Although I'm pretty confident he can take the one top of the 2 in the middle of the 4, play for the middle bag, run through a little bit and have the choice of at least 2 pockets. Oh, that is going to cost him. That is going to cost him later. Sean Dempsey comes back to table, left-hand side, still on the reds. Played pretty standard, but well executed shot. And the Viking Quintuple J, Jason Jorgensen on the right-hand side of the screen. Potts also a relatively standard red to be right in the middle of 2 pockets with his red left on table. I think really the only sensible shot is just soft hand screwing into the top left hand pocket and landing flat on the black in the middle left. Oh, he's played a monster. I take it all back. Ignore the commentator. That was the shot. Perfect double. Flat on the black, bottom left hand pocket, which should put him 2-0 up. 2-0 up. Reese looks a little upset about it, but smiling. Which has probably been the theme of the weekend. You notice some kids out there, haven't you, Danny Lynch? Having a good time? Having fun? Lots of smiles? He's still distracted by the sort order of the graphics package. I'll leave him to it. Don't rustle the bear. I learnt that a long time ago. So, matches have started to dwindle down. although two teams are in a different room, we're looking a little bit tighter in terms of how many tables are still going. Of course, AEBF to encourage kids not to practice until the conclusion of all matches, which is a good thing. They keep the vibe pretty high on the matches that are going outside of inside the tournament arena. With that in mind, you can see a fair bit of tension on the WA Tassie faces over there. We might just see if we can send someone to get a score on the Tassie and WA tables. Have a disgruntled crowd member who's reluctantly agreed. I'll be sure to tell her that she looks stunning in that dress later. Victoria, it's tightened up. Last frames going. Victoria 16-12. Last match is the one that we are watching right hand side of screen. Just see if we can get a bigger view on that for all the viewers out there. There's no point looking at an empty rack of balls on the left. Danny Lynch, as always, on it. Gives us the best view possible, eh? And gee, the cameras are good. Danny Lynch, bit of investment over the last 3 to 6 months. It's come up really well. Doing his best to improve our viewing, which most of us aren't doing anything but subscribing for. So, just had a score come back for Tassie and WA. Wow, that's a big bump. So, updated scoreline in the last 25 minutes from 11-7. Tassie down is now Tassie 10 and WA 11. Tassie 1 down. Big game's on right now. I've been reliably informed by a redhead. So, does matter, the deficit. We'll have to see what happens in terms of the scoreline. Of course, Reece Jorgensen for New South Wales doing his bit to make it hard. Although, I'm not sure 4 frames can do it for Victoria. Sorry, 4 or 5 matches can do it for Victoria if the scoreline is tight with Tassie and WA. We will be concluding the stream at the end of this match. So, just want to say to all the viewers out there, any opportunity you can to subscribe to CueballTV helps Dan Lynch put on the best possible content going around, and of course, with that in mind, that's for your viewing pleasure. So, it's the little things that count, viewers, and if you've enjoyed the content that's been going and some of the pool that's been on, don't be afraid. You know, pool's a growing game in Australia, and especially with the help of good proponents like Danny Lynch putting it out there, and really, to be honest, doing it off his own back and trying his best for the community that we're in. He deserves a bit of a reward, and a subscription really helps that. So if you've got a minute and you feel like he's earned it, I say go for it. Don't hold back. Meanwhile, I'll continue commentating on this match. Jason Jorgensen's just probably a little bit further out of position than he wanted, but sorry, his brothers left him a bit further out of position than he wanted. But he's been banging these long pots in all week, so let's see what he's got. There you go, another one, juicy. It's a good pot. Played that perfect weight, leaving himself on choice of 2 balls. He'll take the top of the 2 yellows, top left-hand pocket. Looked away for a second just to watch a little bit of action on the Tassie and WA table and missed Jason Jorgensen. Land pretty average on his last yellow. His brother Reece, I must say, who is love 2 down, probably needs to come up with it here. Oof. That was rough. That was a man who had realised that it was all there and forgotten to actually do something simple, you know, check the angle, calm yourself down a bit. It's good advice out there for anyone viewing. You need to settle yourself on every shot, let alone the big ones. So time being the enemy, use it if you need it. Jason Jorgensen with a great pot. Just stomping around for an easy black in the middle pocket, which should produce maybe not a handshake. Now, are the under 18s playing 2-3 still, like everybody else, or are they playing to right? Yeah. It'd be news to me. Yeah, it has to be 3 because I've got, yeah, it's definitely 3. So I missed a result there. All right, over calculated a result. I believe the score here with the Jorgensen boys, the 2 Viking brothers, is now 2 love Jason up. And a redhead in the crowd's just nodded, said yes, definitely. So must be right. She does look good in that dress. Anonymous redhead might be my partner. No comment. Reese the break. Oh. Just seems a little in a hurry. Oh, Jason Jorgensen comes back. Open table. Likes the yellows. Is he running through a little? He is. Gee, that just hasn't worked out the way he was open. If I'm reading this right, there is a tight little gap between the red above his current ball and the red on the rail to play a double. Although it looks like he's going into him. Oh, he's played the triple. That's actually quite smart. Just get it out of the area. Hand it back to a man who's a bit under pressure, his brother Reese. Said, you know what, let's see what you got. I like the way Reese looks like he's composing himself actually. It's taking a bit more time here, and I think he really needed to. Is he cutting? No, he's going that bottom left pocket. Jeez, he's missed a few pretty bad like that. Old Saletown brotherly love. Not really translated to Albury Wodonga. It's a little extraction. And so what's Jason got? One pot on. Yellow right hand bottom. Hey, he's played that smart. Wanted it in. Happy to take the backup plan. Oh, Reese's jagged one inside Jason's top left-hand corner cover ball. I don't think that'll slow Jason down. Should be able to take that one off the jaw into the red, or at least take back the pocket if he needs to, or if he is a little out of position. Although he's elected to just straight out attack, play the plant down the rail. He makes this. Yeah, not a bad shot. Again, I think that's the shot of a brother who has realised his brother's under pressure. Two brothers fighting it out for what is the last frame of the New South Wales and Victoria match. And pending results of WA and Tassie, the deficit here could actually really matter. So we're just yet to find out what that actually means and when it will be known. It looks a bit like Tassie and WA, probably more like 6 or 7 matches behind the schedule here in terms of speed of play and stuff. Reese is up with his red. Is he taking that one in? Oh no. He has just kind of had a lash there. It's okay. Separations sort of happened, and they're not too bad and they're not too great. I think Jason's probably got upper hand here. Roll up on the middle. Play a nice simple plant down the rail, bottom right. Probably be looking at the middle pocket, left-hand side of table next, just to take that one, the pressure of that one away. And hopefully have a look at the top left-hand corner on the yellow going under or inside the red. He's just had a swing. Didn't think about the natural angle in the middle pocket there. I think there was an easier shot on than that, but I can't tell if that was walk away in disgust or not. Reese has played a pretty good shot there. I'm gonna say Reese plays the hard shot here. Plant with a bit of average queuing over the black. Down at the bottom left-hand corner and drops it. Goes 2 rails around for a nice, fat, simple red bottom left-hand pocket with the red that's closest to the black spot. And just figures it out from there. I mean, his red down the right-hand rail goes, at least squeezes the yellow out in the bottom right-hand pocket. And he does have a bit of table control up there with one of Jason's yellows being pretty average. So he might need a lesson in how to use the rest, but he's played the right shot, at least in my opinion, which is humble. Participants getting a bit fired up towards the end of the NT and South Australia result. Both competitors in the top 3. With South Australia virtually dominating results so far the last few days, and Northern Territory who have been very competitive in every match and probably have the results to go with it. We won't talk about the score. Of course, you can watch this on a later date on the CueballTV channel. Jason's got to take control of the pocket up there. Want to be thinking these rails, sorry, these jaws, suck him in quite a bit. I think that was the wrong way to play it. Needed to just take the pace off that one and let the jaw do the work. Sorry. Reese takes the right hand top pocket with his red. Try to come around to have a bit of choice down the end of the table. He's probably left himself a lot more angle than he wanted, and really only has the option of the lowest red of all 4. He won't look at the one down the right hand rail just yet because he's probably just not looking at it. He's missed a few by that good sort of 2 or 3 ball margins. It's cost him a lot in this match. Jason comes back to the table with a fair few choices. I actually think he might have had to take that ball last, to be honest. So Jason hands the table back. I should probably keep watching in those moments, Danny Lynch. I'm sorry I missed whatever happened there. Jason's missed one. Zilla going down the rail.
Let's go, Jason!
Jason who?
Jason Jorgensen comes to the table. His team have got him. His team have got him with a bit of cheering. He has absolutely flogged that ball and gone way up table. It was a bit of a hard leap, but I think I'm going to go ahead and say his team have got him twice there because he's now got the tyres pumped. Has to swerve around the black to have a look at the yellow. Oh, what a shot! Jason Jorgensen. With what I hope he would call a simple black. Well, I feel like he's draining this one. He's 2 up. He takes the black. And Victoria with a result. The brothers hug. Oh, this is heartwarming stuff. Hey, state junior titles. How's about that, viewers? 2 brothers to close it out. That result might really matter, viewers. If you need updates, you can refer to Pullstat. The AEBF are posting all results live through the Pullstat system. Victoria celebrate their victory as a team, and New South Wales will go ahead and shake their hands. The 2023 Junior Nationals being streamed by CueballTV, with Victoria taking a 17-12 victory against New South Wales in round 6, which isn't round 6, it's actually round 7. Danny Lynch just wanted to highlight to me his graphics were wrong the entire time and didn't allude that I wouldn't mention it, so he's just noticed now. We're all very proud of how we've gone today. Let's let the participants handshake, and I will stop talking. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for letting me commentate, and thanks to Danny Lynch for streaming it. Keep an eye out on the 6 Red shootout to come over the next 45 minutes to an hour and a half, I would say. I look forward to having you there. Thanks, guys.
Blues.